Hello. In this movie, I'll be solving a chess puzzle and mixing in scenes from the first full-length movie adaptation of A Christmas Carol that included sound. It was released in 1935 and called Scrooge. While working through this puzzle, I only get through about a third of the movie, so expect a couple more puzzles to be released to finish the movie. The film stars Seymour Hicks as Scrooge, who played the character many times on stage, beginning in 1901 and even the 1913 British silent film.
So, he really is an old geezer.
Yes, quite old, and very British. This classic Charles Dickens story begins on Christmas Eve in London. The year is 1843. So, enough of the intros. Let's try to figure out this puzzle. I am white. I'll be looking for all the usuals, checks, and pieces that are unprotected.
Unprotected? You mean like the poor of England during Scrooge's time?
At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it seems more than usually desirable to make some slight provision for the poor and destitute who suffer terribly at this present time.
Many thousands are in want of common necessaries. Hundreds of thousands are in want of common comforts, sir.
Are there no prisons?
So, let's start with checks and threats. Looks like I'm attacked by the black bishop, and even if I put him in check, all I do is move this bishop.
Placing the black king in check here seems rather silly. Look elsewhere, please.
Is the bishop protected? The bishop is not protected, so I can just take the bishop. But let's start with checks first.
But, would Scrooge start with a check?
Now, what shall I put you down for?
Nothing.
As expected, now let's see your laughable move against the king.
So if I was to take, and it looks like it'd be very useless.
Most definitely.
Simply take, and all I've done is won a pawn, and there is nothing left for me with this line.
Nothing?
So that's very useless.
If I were you, I would hide from public humiliation after that inspection.
Oh, I see. You wish to be anonymous.
I wish to be left alone, sir.
I mean, I can take, he takes, I take, and I've won a rook, but that doesn't really do a whole lot. I've already lost my queen. That would be no good.
No good? If everybody had your powers of observation, I'd think...
Many would rather die.
Well, if they'd rather die, they'd better do it. And decrease the surplus population.
So, what if I take the bishop? Now I'm protecting this rook twice, 3 times. He can't put me in check.
Yes, well done. You deserve a...
Merry Christmas to you, Uncle.
And God save you.
Bah! Humbug.
Christmas a humbug? You can't mean that, I'm sure.
I do mean it, sir.
If he takes, he can take with the rook or the bishop. Take him with the bishop. Bishop doesn't really cause any problems. He can steal a pawn, but taking makes no sense. If I take with the rook, he can't steal the pawn, but certainly he could take here. And then I could take with my queen, and I don't see a problem. I'm still up a bishop.
Excited, are you? Do you think you might still win from this point? I say, bah humbug.
What right have you to be merry? What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Come then. What right have you to be dismal? What reason have you to be morose? You're rich enough.
Ah! Humbug.
And there's no checks. No, his queen can't check. Can't steal a pawn. No great place for his knight. I don't really see anything with that line.
I agree. You left no Christmas presents there for black, only left there to ponder.
What's Christmas time to you, sir? The time for paying bills without money. Time for finding yourself a year older? Not a penny in it, sir.
So I can take the bishop. That seems to be no problem. But is there something stronger? I don't see any back rank mates because of this knight back here. Oh.
Oh? Celebrating a new idea with an oh?
You keep Christmas your way. Let me keep it in mine.
Keep it? But you don't keep
Well,
it.
let me leave it alone then.
The queen is also under attack.
And I say God bless it.
Here, here. Here, here.
Okay, so if I take the queen, he must take if he wants his queen back. Then I take a rook. He takes a rook. I take a rook. Then I think I'm ahead. I think I want a rook out of that exchange. I think that's the way to go.
Here. I do think you're onto something.
Mr. Cratchit, if I hear another word from you, you'll keep your Christmas by losing your situation.
He doesn't have any more great moves left with his knight. Nothing with his bishop. No, it attacks nothing. I think it's as simple as that. I think I take the queen first.
Merry Christmas, Bob Cratchit. And the same to you, sir, and many of them.
Any other alternatives? I mean, if I do something stupid like take the rook with my rook, then he just takes my queen.
Stupid? Isn't that your calling card?
And if I continue on with taking another rook, I have 2 rooks for my queen. It's not the worst thing. Still, though, that's probably not the best way to go.
Genius.
I think it's better to take the queen.
You truly are a genius.
I have 4 pieces. He has 4 pieces.
Look at you go. Oh, so talented.
But he's definitely up right now.
So, I trust you will keep looking for the best move, or will you just go with this lazy first guess?
Always ready and willing to quit your work, I notice.
Let's take one more look at that. At taking the queen. Can I take the queen any other way? No. Can I put him in check in any other way? No. Only the queen puts him in check, and that doesn't do anything.
Didn't we already determine that?
And going down that line didn't do anything. What if he doesn't take? Can he put me in check? No. He takes my rook. What would be the best way at this point?
Probably to have someone else solve it.
If I get out of the way, let's see here. If I just move down here, then if he takes, I take, and I'm still better off.
Rare indeed.
It only happens once a year, sir.
Yeah, that would be the way to go down that line. And at that point, I think there are no more threats left.
Such a treat for you.
And a Merry Christmas. Bah! Humbug!
I don't see any threats here. I don't see any threats with the knight. Nothing that I can't address. No, you can't go there anyways, just because, well, I could take. That would leave that open, so I probably wouldn't do that.
Of course you would. Leaving the bishop undefended, for check, is your style.
Oh, but I could.
Go ahead, take it. Looks like it's...
A Merry Christmas, sir. Bah! Humbug!
Yeah, sure. I could take. He could take. I could block. And then we're still good. And then I'm still attacking his bishop. And be done.
Great idea. Then black puts his bishop at c2, and forks your queen and knight. Now you've lost your knight. Maybe checkers is a better game for you.
But either way, I think the best way is just to simply take the queen.
Yes, finally. Something worth listening to. And raising a glass to.
Ladies and gentlemen, Her Most Gracious Majesty, the Queen.
So very British. And a lovely sing-along is coming. I mean really, who doesn't sing a toast?
Okay, let's check it.
Yes, off to Lee Chess to test your puzzle prowess.
Let's just take the queen. Yes. Oh, and there's more to go. Oh boy.
Forgot how you finished the line already?
Okay, maybe we have to go back to the analysis board for this.
How amazing that you couldn't just finish it off there. Truly scary.
So I've taken. He took with his pawn. And now there's still more moves to make. I think it's as simple as, yeah, rook takes rook. Yeah, he takes, I take, I'm up. I don't see any other issues with that.
Bet you're still nervous though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was as simple as that. And I am up a rook. He has no more threats.
Never quite sure though, is my guess. Wait, here it comes.
Okay, done.
Humbug.
That word, humbug, describes your play so perfectly. And to all of the viewers, please come back for another puzzle. And part 2 of Scrooge.